Hello there YouTube, it's Conspiracy Boy with a teeny tiny Christmassy type car boot haul. Now winter's approached us, the car boots are rubbish, and I've recently been banned from one of my local car boots for reasons we won't go into on my channel. But yeah, so this haul was from the big car boot that's a long way away from me that I used to go to a few months back. We stopped going to it because there were so many traders snapping things up. I went back today and I didn't see any of them. So we're going to move back in on that patch and see how it goes. So we'll start off down here. There's some assorted goodies here. They were sort of 10 or 20p a piece. There's a broken Z-Bot, one of these more modern crash test dummies. I've got no idea what this guy's from. He's got very bendy, or very flexible I should say, and he's made of some sort of clear plastic with red and blue. On the bottom his markings say 1996 HB. No idea on that one, guys, none at all, but I thought he was pretty cool. This guy I just got chucked in a deal because it was sort of £5 for a pound. So yeah, no idea what that is. Again, chucked in on a deal. I think it's a Zuzu pet or something. It just looks like a little guinea pig that's in not modern warfare, Mission Impossible. A little Playmobil Knight, and this Star Wars toy which looks in pretty good nick until you look up close and then you realise it's ruined. And then this big robot heroes looking fella. And this was from a different seller. This was it's either Zig or Zag as Sockman, as you do. He was 20p. And then this was a little Star Wars keychain. Another one of these egg things, which I'm starting to think aren't meteor orbs at all, and that they're just some sort of cheap knockoffy type toy. Didn't notice it rattling before. Maybe it's broken inside. I wonder if we can find out. Oh, it looks okay. Who knows? Just rattles a bit. Yeah. So, and then there was this cool little torchlight headset thing. I think that was very handy. This would be come in good use at Glastonbury and upcoming zombie apocalypse when this Ebola virus starts mutating and making the dead rise. So that'll be cool, like that. So the three of those were £1.50. I wanted two, but I said nah, no chance. This chap made dinosaur. I've seen a few of these now. They remind me of Dino Riders. He was only 50p, so we were okay. Genie from Aladdin, and one of the bad guys from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. 20p for the both. This one's face is absolutely mullered. Looks like someone's tried to colour him in. He's missing his tail, and the wings are shot on the back, but he's not quite how I remember him. And then this little lot was from a trader. It was 20p each, but we did a deal and said £3 for the lot. So you've got a couple of bits from a Lord of the Rings playset. There's one of the good guys there, an orc missing a head there, one of the pillars there, a couple of little Spyros. I like this Spyro, he's like a PVC Spyro, whereas this one's like a cheap plastic sort of Burger King looking toy thing. A few little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, only missing Michelangelo. This PVC plastic figure, which I'm going to guess is something like Dick Tracy, but I've actually got no idea. So if anyone knows, guys, comment below. Another Lord of the Rings figure, bad guy there. A little Mew, that's very dirty with a tube tail. Nidoking, a little Spearow, I forget what that one is. Gyarados, Psyduck, Mewtwo, and a Biker Mice from Mike Bike. This was one of my favourite finds of the day. This was a seller who just opened up, and he was saying it's 50p an action figure, so I instantly grabbed these four. This Halo one, which is probably my favourite find of the day, I think. I really like him. He's massive. So he was 50p. 50p for the He-Man, 50p for Biker Mice, and 50p for this, which I think is some sort of like knockoff Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee sort of figure. It's very sort of cheap flexible plastic, and yeah, so I took them for £2. I went back later on to see, and he'd pulled out a box of Marvel stuff, and someone had obviously hit it hard because they'd left the Joker because his head's comes off, it was broken. They left this fella because his wing's broken. And I asked him how much for those two, and he said they were still 50p, and I showed him this was broken and that was broken, and he said, well, it's 50p. So we chucked this in, and I said, yep, you got a deal. So there we go. I got these from a trader. These are PVC Thundercats figures. Now I have a couple of these already, but I couldn't remember who I had, so I just bought all of them. They did want £1 each for them, but what can you do really? I mean, it's neither here nor there. Then a couple of these little World Industries, is it? I forget. These were only sort of 10p each, but this one actually had the skateboards. I've never actually seen them with the skateboards before. Oh, they're tech decks, are they? Didn't know that. Well, it's the first skateboard I've got for them, but I've got loads of these without the skateboards. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I got 4 Glastonbury Festival review magazines. They're not all in the greatest of condition, but they never really are, because you've got to bring them back from the site, and they always get muddy and dirty and whatnot. But they wanted 50p each, so I took all they had, especially seeing as they've still got the big photo posters. So yeah, I was pretty chuffed with that. Little book number 3 of Ponyo by the Cliffs by the Sea, which was also the same fella who had these really cool toys here, so I was chuffed with that. And he was chuffed because he said every time I walked past I bought something, so like that. We got a knife sharpener and another zombie bashing weapon. This is an anti-zombie machete. It's obviously from he's not a Carbooter, he's a trader, he's there every week. He's a really nice guy. Bought my crossbow and my machetes, my hatchets, my combat knives off of him. But I really like this one because it's got the zombie print. They do me 20% off, so it's really cool. I like this, guys. Every time I go down, they're like, oh, for you it's cheaper. So we like that. I also found someone who was selling these. He only had 1 of the each, and he wanted £3 each, and I thought that was a little bit pricey, so I decided we'll leave it and come back later. And as I walked around the car boot, we found someone selling them at 2 for £1. So I thought he was a bit cheeky, trying to charge me £3 each, when he'd probably paid 50p for them, 20 minutes earlier. So I decided that I'd like a set of 3, the Super Sheep and the other 2 worms, and that I'd give a set each to my brother and sister for Christmas. He has also got some little Assassin's Creed ones, again 2 for £1, so they're 50p each. They've got loads of these guys, and they said they'd be there every week, so if anyone would like some of these worm things, obviously I'd have to post them to you guys, so there'd be a postage cost involved, but 50p isn't bad for those, I didn't think. He also had these Pro Edge Xbox 360 PC PS3 headsets, so I thought not only would that be good for my gaming, but it will also be very good for when I'm doing the next In the Warren with Black Rabbit and Odd Pod and all that, so hopefully that will just get better and better. That was £6. I spent £5 on all of these worms and the Assassin's Creed fella, and they said anyone who spends over £10 gets a free eBot music bites thing, and they said if you don't like it, give it to someone for Christmas as a stocking filler, but I might keep that for myself actually. And then the only other stuff I really got was this big Twister towel. The lady said, oh, she used to work for them and they were 20 quid each and whatever, but I thought, yeah, £1 for a towel with Twister on is pretty good. I also got 3 mugs at 10p each, just because at work we all drink coffee and tea, but the mugs just disappear. We can't quite figure out where they go, but for 10p each I thought we'll have a restock on the mugs. And then because it's the trader car boot sale, managed to get myself another big block of Rizzler, big block of extra slims, and they even chucked in 10 lighters for 15 quid. So I was, a bit disheartened that the toys aren't huge, but I got some cool little Pokemon for me shelf, and a couple action figures I like, and a few things that might be up for trades. The worms, the machete. Yeah, it was worth getting out of bed for. So yeah, It's not great down there at the minute, guys. I mean, even those big car boots, they're starting to wind down and slow down a bit, but I guess it's to be expected this time of year. I just wish every week you could come back with a, gold mine full of goodies, but it's not always going to happen. And it is a little bit frustrating that the big car boot just round the corner from where I live, I'm banned from. I don't think they're ever going to lift the ban either, so as far as I'm concerned, that car boots is now off limits. Though I might try and sneak in through the back one day. If they don't see me coming through the gate, they can't stop me, I guess. But we'll try that anyway. So, that's Conspiracy Boy, signing off for this week. Apologies there was no video last week, guys. I just overslept and didn't actually do anything with my Sunday. But I felt really bad about it all week, so yeah, I definitely won't be doing that again. Anyway, guys, Conspiracy Boy for back in the day toys, signing off. Bye-bye. Oh, before I go, I almost forgot. When I was buying these from the trader I know, a fella came over and asked him how much he wanted for a Bebop and a Rocksteady, sort of the 90s versions, and he was telling him he was £3 each, and the guy just walked off. So I sort of snuck up to him and said, "Excuse me, mate, are you after vintage Turtles?" And he said, "Well, anything from when I was a kid, Turtles, Ghostbusters, So I told him, back in the day toys, check out the YouTube channel. And he said he would. So if that guy checks this out, I've got loads of stuff up for trade, loads of doubles. So leave a little comment below, and I will get in touch and we'll work out a trade for Turtles, Ghostbusters for Ghostbusters, or whatnot. But yeah, that'd be really cool. So props to that guy. He also had a really cool hoodie, and hopefully YouTube will do a better review next week, or a better car boot haul, I should say. But anyway, guys, until next time, bye bye.